आपकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Salutations to Bhagavan Ramakrishna, who come to establish all dharmas and who is the embodiment of all dharmas, the greatest of the avatars. To that Ramakrishna, we offer again our salutations. This second session of this day 2, we will concentrate more on the meditation, the guided meditation, instead of talking. So, because what happens is, until one's own perceptions have changed about oneself and about the world and about the reality, it's just that, like Sri Ramakrishna says, if a parrot is taught how to say Radha Krishna, it will keep on. But when a cat comes, it will bring out all the parrot noises, squawking. So while we are together, yes, we are the Atman, and then the next moment we don't behave like what we have been talking so long. And that is because the idea, the real perception of what we are has not become foundational in our minds. The mind has two sets of impressions, two classes of impressions. One is karmashaya and one is jnanashaya. Karmashaya means all the karma and their results are there in one side, and the other is jnanashaya, all the knowledge impressions. So karma impressions and knowledge impressions. So karma and knowledge. So suppose the knowledge of a computer is not going to give you a rebirth. Okay. But what did I say? Jnanashaya, the knowledge impressions of a computer will not give you a rebirth. But suppose you say, this computer is mine, that's going to give you a rebirth. Yes. And Sri Ramakrishna is very clear. Even a slight desire, like a fiber sticking out of a thread when you're trying to needle it, even that will give you a rebirth. Even that. We may be saying all these things, but it's going to. So what the scriptures say, first tackle these karma impressions, these samskaras. And these samskaras are the disturbing samskaras. Now you have to start building up another set of samskaras.
હા તો એમાં કર તો પછી એમાં કર
તો શું વાત કરતો હતો?
તો એમાં કરમાં હું
ના મારે એટલું બધું
Please
નથી.
mute Atulji. Atulji,
Yeah,
please
let's.
mute.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. See, this is Advaita. You will have to start building up a new set of samskaras called as samadhi samskaras. Samadhi? Yeah, samadhi means yoga, and yoga means concentration. Otherwise, you will be just tossed about. So studies on Advaita will always be in the Jnanashaya, that is knowledge samskaras, and they will spill into the karma samskaras. So you've got to build over and above this, because all the knowledge samskaras that you have is the knowledge of the external world and about yourself. From everywhere you have picked up all these things, and so they are not going to give you liberation. Simple as that. So the change in our perception about ourselves and the world. See, you are both connected. You just cannot say the world is an illusion. You better first start saying, I'm an illusion. Then the world will become an illusion. The problem with all Advaita, Vedanta, and all these things, they will talk about this is all Maya, this is the world does not exist in the three times of periods of time, and it's all kind of marichika, like a mirage. Oh, that's a whole thing that has become kind of distorted. You've got to first apply that to yourself. Otherwise, if you don't, then there's no Advaita Vedanta. Once you think that you are an illusion, you are a mirage, then the world will appear like a mirage and all that. It is nothing but, sometimes I tell people, it's nothing but a defense mechanism. Advaita Vedanta, Vedanta becomes a kind of defense mechanism. Oh, I'm fine. The world is kind of bad. Oh, I don't want to take any responsibilities. No. Vedanta, especially Advaita Vedanta, puts one into tremendous responsibilities. If these responsibilities are not honored, then it's very difficult. So it starts with here, not from outside in, inside out. And as I said, what will bring you this kind of perception and how to deepen it? It is through this samadhi samskaras, the concentration, the meditation samskaras. Because that will only. So take for instance, the Bhagavad Gita says, Avinashi tu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyayasya nakaschit kartum arhasi. Avinashi to tadvid, know that, tat. To be avinashi, vidhi is to know that to be indestructible. Then you say, yena, by which sarvam idam tatam, all this is pervaded. This is very important. That same Brahman is the reality. It is not something that it is not there or somewhere here. It is there. It's simply that you don't see that pervading reality, the all-pervading reality. And none can bring about the destruction of the indestructible. Vinasham avyayasya nakaschit kartumase. So now the idea that there is within me and in everything out, pervading, that imperishable, the indestructible. This is the first starting point of Vedanta. Not, oh, this world is unreal. Oh, yeah. Only when you realize the real. Not before that. So the idea is to develop a set of impressions over and over again by, as they have said, by reading, thinking about it, hearing about it, analyzing it, and after that, meditating upon it. So we will practice some of the meditations which are helpful to change it, because we are all here. I'm sure everybody is awake here, except those who have woken up in the morning. So we all feel, yes, we are all kind of limited here. We don't feel imperishable. We don't feel that reality at all. What we are feeling, what we are experiencing is unreality. Now that whole thing has to be changed. You have to start thinking of yourself as that imperishable reality. This is a problem. How long does it take? Don't know. Depends on you. And well, but you've got to start somewhere. Yes, that's it. As Sri Ramakrishna says, if you take one step towards God, God takes 10 steps towards you. Not even that, 100 steps towards you. So this knowledge also comes through the grace of the Guru, which is the grace of God. So there has to be, as I say, a ground for that grace. The seed of grace will come, and then there will be a transformation. The transformation in 99.99% of the cases is slow. Nothing happens suddenly. So Sri Ramakrishna gives the example of Swapna Siddha, those who attain perfection through dreams. Sadhan Siddha, those who attain perfection through meditation and japa, etc. Spiritual discipline. And there's something called Hatat Siddha. Immediately, this grace comes and the perfection is attained. And then there's something called a Kripa Siddha, one who becomes perfect due to the grace of God. So this grace of God will come only when you have started doing something. And that something is, if you're not ready, it becomes very difficult. Because like Swamiji, when he, on his second visit to Sri Ramakrishna, what Sri Ramakrishna? He just touched him. And then what happened? Well, he sees the doors, the windows, the walls, the floor, the whole world whirling and merging into a void. And along with that, his own individuality. And then he yelled loudly, "What are you doing to me? I've got my father at home." And Sri Ramakrishna laughed, touched him, and brought the whole thing back. So just one touch. In person like Swamiji, he was afraid to lose his own individuality. And here we are, we don't even know what's the depth of the individuality. We think individually death means death. No. The depth of the individuality is attaining universality. And no one, actually, I've not come across anyone who's ready to take that final step. Yes, imagine we want to build a philosophy of life and the world, etc., on our existing philosophy of self. That's not going to happen. So first thing is clear everything up. So there was that, we say it a joke. Two young men, they go to learn tabla, drums, from a Guruji. So the Guruji, what have you learned? Tell me what you know. So he's saying, I don't know anything. Okay, $50. Then the next fellow says, what? Oh, I know this tal and that, this and this. And he's saying, oh, okay, $100. So he got annoyed. At least I know something, and you're asking me to pay $100. He does not know anything. It's $50. Saying you have $50 to clean out first what you learned, and then $50 to teach you. That fellow has already learned, he has got nothing, so it's $50. So first thing is you have to start cleaning your own house. The house of individuality that's at the born. It's necessary because this sense of self, now the present sense of self, is what has been building bodies and bodies and bodies for millions of times. Yes, if you remember the last, you can say, scene in the story of Buddha, where he opens his eyes before his enlightenment, and he sees himself sitting out there. It's a reflection of himself. And then he's saying, they're both looking at each other. So Buddha, the real Buddha, is saying, finally, I have met you. And the reflection saying, but I am you. And the Buddha says, no more are you going to build this house of illusion. You are my ego. And he banishes it with his insight. And only then he could attain enlightenment. So to banish that, in that form of ego that has been building up bodies and minds and bodies and minds over and over and over again, is sadhana. And this is not possible. Impossible. I have not come across anybody, maybe there might be somebody, you can never say, that who got it for free, got it without any kind of struggle or anything. No. So the whole idea is to move towards, so build up a sense of a new set of concentration or yoga impressions based on now on the real nature of yourself. What we have been reading about. That is Atman, Adrishyam, Grayam, Gotram, Varnam, so etc. Cannot be touched, it cannot be grasped, it cannot be tasted, it cannot be seen. So this is how we slowly start building up over and over and over again. And one day, as these impressions keep on growing up, you're being accumulated over and over, then the other impressions will be broken. And once it breaks, then the dream breaks. Then you will see that everything is that same Brahman. That is what is Advaita realization. Okay. So let's go into a small practice. Close your eyes, please. And sit up straight. Let's square your shoulders. Your shoulders should be square. Hold your chin up because that is a sign of attention. The moment your chin drops down, that means I know you're sleepy. Keep your eyes closed and keep an unwavering gaze, as it were, at the point just outside or on your chin. If the eyeballs move, that means there are thoughts in the mind, old memories. Yes, relax all your facial muscles. And keep your tongue loose. All the while you are alert. Join your awareness to your breath. Feel your stomach move up and down. Now feel your chest move up and down. Become aware of the breath in your nostrils, please. Keep the gaze fixed at that imaginary point on your chin. Now in the center of your chest, visualize your own face. We all know what we look like. Now visualize only your two eyes. Now merge your two eyes into one. You are just looking at one single eye. Now reduce the focus only to the iris. Just visualize your own iris. Now narrow your vision only to the pupils.
Nimaka foi programmer. Nimaka foi programmer.
And now expand that pupil slowly. And now mentally enter into that black pupil. Now just let go. Don't hold on to anything. Just let go and sink into that blackness. And as you sink, at the other end of that black hole, there is a lighted space. Just light is coming from the other side. Now enter into this light. Don't visualize anything about you, your form or name. Just light. Feel the light growing brighter and brighter. Now tell yourself you are that imperishable reality. It's like you're hitting a blow to your own idea of yourself. Keep on telling, I am that imperishable reality called the Atman. Clench your fist if you like, but hold on to this idea. Go now deeper and deeper into this light. Now feel you are that light. As the scriptures say, Atrayam Purusha Swayam Jyotir Bhavati. In this state, the person becomes the light. You are that light. This is the imperishable nature of your real self. You can quietly chant the Om mentally. That is your real name. Om. And you are that light. Keep on repeating Om slowly. Stay alert. Now, slowly come out from that light, please. Reverse the journey that you had taken. Return from the way you went in. come out of that light. There's a darkness there of the pupils, then the iris, then the eye, then the two eyes, and the face, and dissolve that face. Become aware of your breath. Of your chest and diaphragm rising and falling. And now you can slowly open your eyes. I used the visualization of your own face because that is something that we are very familiar with. And I'm sure you could not visualize your own face distinctly. It's impossible. That means, yeah, it is not so hardwired there. Yeah, it is, but you cannot visualize. It's very strange. And the idea of doing it here in the chest is that is, whatever you do has to be integrated. Don't ever try to meditate here outside your cortex, cerebral cortex here. Whenever you try to meditate, meditate here. So whatever you do is integrating with your identity, with the idea of yourself. So, and then the eyes. This was just to transition you from what you are apparently into what you are really. It's like, and I took you down the kind of a black tunnel and into the light, and that's what. So one of the first experiences of Advaita Vedanta, etc., any Vedanta, is that person starts feeling himself or herself as light. I used the word light. I didn't want to bring in consciousness and this and that. Okay. So it is chit. So you are just merging into that chit. You're the one with that chit, that consciousness. And don't try to visualize yourself as walking down that dark passageway. There should be no form or name, just that awareness has to go inside. Once this thing is over and over repeated, that I am that light of consciousness, which is formless and which is the basis of everything. Then slowly I'm shifting my center of gravity to this, to my real self, and giving up my apparent self. And as we keep on doing this, more and more, the mind at one stage likes to do it. And when that happens, meditation becomes very easy. If you are struggling with your mind, that the mind does not want to do what you want to do. It is going that side. So develop love for that real self. It is only love that concentrates. So we talk about meditation. There has to be love. Without love, there is no meditation. So that your real self has to be loved the way you love your false self. Nobody says, I hate myself. Yeah, you in a way you say, I hate myself what I did. And yeah, but that's a, but, and there are some people who commit suicide because they hate themselves so much. But then they find out that's a big, big mistake. Yeah. So your real self is the source of all love because it is love, Ananda, Priya. That's the nature of the real Atman, the self. So that's what you go back to. That's the real self. I'm not talking about a selfish love. That love is there everywhere. So this is how slowly you come away. You have to come away. Don't build Vedanta on the existing idea of the self. It has to be renewed. It has to be cleaned out and then start fresh, start again. Okay. I'll stop here for questions if they are.
Maharaj, I had one question. You had I don't remember the exact words you used, but you said purity in dreams. What does that mean?
Sorry?
You said purity in dreams.
Not purity, it is perfection.
Perfection in dreams, yes.
Yeah,
What is
it is Swapna Siddha. It is, Shri Ram Krishna says that. It is, you get maybe a vision, maybe a mantra, maybe the knowledge that comes into it through dreams. When he means dreams, it means through the Sukshma Sharira. We know what's that. The dream state is the Sukshma Sharira. This is actually the Pratyagatman that turns its light, as it were, through that Sukshma Sharira, like a floodlight, And Shri Ramakrishna is very clear that spiritual dreams are considered to be real. It's unreal.
Oh, is that so? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Spiritual dreams, dreams of gods and goddesses are real because they come straight. That light comes not from the Sukshma Sharira. It is coming from deep down from your Pratyagatman, the innermost Atman, the Pratyagatman. So that's why they say it is spiritual dreams that are considered authentic. Other dreams are from your memories, your samskaras in the subtle body. There is a clear distinction between these two things. And when it comes, your life changes, your character changes, your personality changes for the good, of course, and everything happens. So Swapna Siddha, Sadhan Siddha. Siddha is perfection. Perfection through spiritual disciplines. Hatat Siddha, suddenly, is it? Like Sri Ramakrishna says, something happens out of the blue, as they say. A person is walking in the garden path and he stubs his toe against something, and it was happened to be an old buried pipe, and the water gushes out. He did not know that there was, so it just happened. And then Kripa Siddha, that is perfection from grace. So these are the 4 types of how perfection can come. But of course, for us, we are, as we keep on doing our spiritual disciplines, then slowly what happens, the kripa also comes in. And as Kripa comes in, your Pratyagatman is as it were awakening up. You are trying to awaken your Pratyagatman. Not that it is sleeping, but it's covered up with all these layers. And then you're starting. So that is, people say all these things, but awakening of the Kundalini and this and that. But that's your Pratyagatman is getting up. And as this thing starts awakening your Pratyagatman, then there's no stopping. There's no stopping. You say, no. Let's start again next year. No. It is going to keep on awakening and slowly it will take over. So the whole thing is that somehow to awaken your inner self. And
So are you saying that spiritual dreams are part of the Kundalini awakening? I'm not sure I understood. More like that, or I'm not sure. Because
Kundalini is nothing but samskaras.
oh, okay, because we don't talk that way, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I know. This has been discussed thoroughly in the Great Master by Swami Sharadananda. Check out that section of
It must have-
Kundalini and memories and dreams. So when the Kundalini comes up not from the Sushumna, but from either the Ida or the Pingala, you get dreams. It's dreams. When that same Kundalini power enters into the Sushumna, that is, they say, somehow it has opened, and then it reaches that. If it has enough momentum, then it can reach up. So all this Kundalini and this and that is nothing but memories. And that's why you have to start increasing your spiritual memories. And the spiritual memories then will break through that opening. So read that. That's a fascinating thing. Swamiji deals with it a little in his Raja Yoga. From there, Swami Sharadananda has picked it up and discussed it further.
Then I had one more question, Maharaj. So you took us in a methodical manner. So what was the reasoning for the steps, Maharaj? Meaning that
Oh, yeah. To make it, meditation is a step-by-step process to go deeper and deeper within you. That's in the entire philosophy of yoga, it's a step-by-step process. No, you cannot just go straight inside and I am the light. No, it is like, suppose tomorrow you decide that I want to go and start going to the gym and I'm going to lift weights of about 100 pounds. They look at you and say, hey, it's not possible. So you start with 10 or 20 pounds. And then slowly, you become stronger and graduate, it becomes to 100 pounds in 2 months or 3 months. So meditation also is a conditioning. Like your physical conditioning, meditation also is conditioning the mind. So step by step, as you go inside deeper and deeper, then the restlessness, etc., is not felt at all. You're going down to the very deeper layers of the mind. As you go deeper, you will enter into the Karana Sharira, because that is a place, you see, you do not know how big your Sukshma Sharira. It's huge. It's a huge place. You do not know how big that Karana Sharira. It's a huge place. We think it's like this. No. And you might get lost. Yeah. We get lost in the Sukshma Sharira itself. There are various layers. Sukshma Sharira is not one unit. As you have read, the Sukshma Sharira has 19 components. 19 angsha or 17, let's say. 5 pranas and the 5 pancha Gyanindriya, Karmendriya, and Chitta, Ahankara, Buddhi, and Manas, 19. So these are already in the Sukshma Sharira. They have their own domain. And there are various layers in the Sukshma Sharira. And then we have something in the Karan. You know how difficult it is to understand even the body. Can anyone just explain what the cell is? They will keep on explaining, but they will not explain it correctly. Even the cell is complicated. Very. So you think that Sukshma Sharira has got, we know it. No. So to take you within those layers, you've got to go step by step by step. So you go one level deep, you get conditioned there. You go another level deep, get conditioned there. You go a level. So because you have to be fearless when you go. There should be no sense of uncertainty. There should be no element of doubt when you're meditating. Oh, that's very important. Those who want to meditate, they should have, maybe there's no Atman, maybe, no, all that thing has all gone away. First, you have to have that. Asti iti upalabdhavya. It will be attained by thinking that it exists. It's the Kathopanishad. So these things, maybe there's no God, and you will encounter these things. So to condition yourself at every level, there should be no kind of confusion. You should not lose track, because the mind is deceptive. It will take you across to another side. And so you have to discipline the mind like you discipline the body at each level.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you all very much.
One more question. Looks like Sangeeta has a question.
Oh,
Pranam Maharaj,
yeah.
just wanted to know when about that statement you made, that even though we know our own face so well all these years, we are not able to visualize it, and that's a fact in meditation. Could you explain why that might be the case? In a deeper level.
That's because of adhyasa. We are constantly throwing it out. We are projecting us outside. We are not projecting it as inwards in our. You notice it? It's a universal phenomenon. Even in dreams, you might see yourself in a kind of a hazy way, but not sharply defined.
Right.
Though the face is the first thing that a child recognizes. The first thing. It will look at his mother's face or father's face or whatever, mother's face. That thing which is hardwired for us to see the recognized faces, that fails. So that means, yes, it has not entered deeply into your inner self. Yes. And now, when you meditate, suppose you're meditating on Sri Ramakrishna, you can see Sri Ramakrishna's face clearly. You can see the face of Durga, Kali, or whatever, clearly, very clearly. You can see every kind of feature. That's a very strange thing, but not your own face. Okay, listen. I've got to run.
Can I ask a quick question, very quick?
Quick, then be quick. Yeah.
Invariably, when I try to meditate, so to speak, I fall asleep. Is there a reason, or how
Then
do you
you're not cut out for meditation. You're cut out for something else. Do work with karma yoga. Because laya is one of the first obstacles. Laya, vikshepa, kashaya, rasasva. laya is the mind tells you, oh, why are you wasting your time? Fall asleep. So this is one of the first obstacles for every spiritual aspirant. Every spiritual aspirant faces this. So complete your sleep, they say, before you meditate in the morning. In the evening, meditate on an empty stomach. Keep yourself comfortable and half close your eyes. Don't close it fully. Half close your eyes. Okay. That will remove that kind of lethargy that comes in. So these are the few things you can do practice, and then you'll see that you don't follow it. But meditation, there's a great joy in it. So I don't want you to get a joy of sleep. I want you to get the joy of meditation.
Thank you.
Okay. So again, thank you all very much.
Pranam Swamiji. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir.
Pranam Maharaj.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, Swami.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Wonderful talk.
If you ever come on this side of the world, please drop in.
Raj,
Sure.
come to Boston sometime.
Sure,
I was there a few years ago, but yeah.
Please come to Please come to Atlanta, Maharaj.
Oh, yeah. I was there this year,
I know.
beginning. Yeah.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your
Yeah,
generosity,
Shovat
Maharaj.
mentioned me to you. Yeah. Yeah. See you all then.
Yes.
Pranam.
Pranam Maharaj.
Jai Ram Krishna.
Jai Ma.
Pranam.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma.